Hello everyone, in this video we will see how JSON data will work. Okay, as we saw, JSON is used for JavaScript object notation, which is popular way of format data in a single human readable string. So JSON is a native way of JavaScript program write their data structure and usually resembles Python's print function would produce. So for example, here we have a JSON's format where it is showing a key and value. This is how a JSON script is written. So JSON is useful to know because many website offers JSON content as a way of programs to internet with these websites. So this is known as providing application program interface or APIs to the websites. So using APIs we can write programs that do like scrap raw data from website. Like accessing all the APIs is often more convenient than downloading web pages and parsing those HTML and all, because we get the raw data here. It can automatically download new posts from one of your social network accounts and pass them to the another account. For example, you could take your Tumblr post or post them in your Facebook and so on. Creating a movie encyclopedia for your personal movie collections by pulling data from IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes and Wikipedia and all those stuff. So next we'll see what a JSON module is. For implementing JSON functions, first we have to import JSON module, and JSON module like CSV module which is already installed from your Python. If not, we have to give pip install JSON in command prompt. To check whether it is installed or not, just go to your IDLE and give import JSON, which will not return any errors. Then it is installed. So Python JS model has two functions. One is JSON loads and JSON dumps. JSON loads is used to give data to it, and JSON dumps is used for writing data from it. JSON cannot store every kind of Python value. It can contain only one of these types of data like strings, integer, floats, boolean, list, dictionaries and non-types. JSON cannot represent Python specific objects like CSV readers, file objects, write objects, regex objects and Selenium web element objects and so on. So next is usage of JSON model. First thing is reading JSON with load function. To translate a string containing JSON data into Python value, we have to pass it to JSON.load function. To do that, first we have to import JSON. Before that, let us write the JSON string data which has names as Zophie, cat, true, and number of mascots by it is 0, Filianiq is nil. Import JSON will be importing your JSON module. JSON data as Python value is equal to JSON load. It will load string of JSON data to JSON data as Python value object. So this JSON data load as Python values will contain the data from JSON script. Next is writing JSON with dump function. So JSON dump is a function which will translate a Python value into string of JSON format. So here we have JSON Python value in the form of dictionary data type. Then import JSON. String of JSON data is equal to JSON.dumps function passed with Python value as an argument. So if you print JSON value, the difference between Python and JSON value is Python value is represented by single quote bar. However, JSON value is represented with double quote as well as single quote covering the entire list. So that is what we can see here also. JSON value is represented with double quotes inside, and entire list or dictionary data is covered with single quotes. Next we have a project for fetching current weather data. So with the help of JSON and API, we can get the current weather data of a city which is given input to the program. So to do that, we have to read the request location from command line, download JSON weather data and open weathermap.org, convert the string of JSON data to a Python data structure, print weather for today and next 2 days. To do that, first we have to join strings in system.argv to get the location, call request.get method for downloading weather data, join loads to convert JSON data to Python data structure and print the weather forecast. So there are 3 steps involved in this project. Step 1 will have get location from command line argument. Step 2 will download the JSON data. Step 3 will load JSON data and print the weather. So we'll see the program. So here is the program which is used for converting JSON data to web data to JSON data. So first import JSON request and sys. JSON is requested for loads function, request for getting the link, getting the response from the link weather, and sys is used for getting the command line argument. If line sys.args is greater than 2, print usage quick weather.py location, system exit. If the quick weather.py location is already used, then system will exit. Location, if the location means if this condition is false, then first location is saved in, means the data from command line argument is saved in location. URL, then the link for the our open weather map with API is opened and concatenated with location. Response is used, means response is saved in a variable response which is equal to request.get with the URL. So request.get will download the data from the URL and stores in response. Response.raise for the status is a method to get the status of the response. If the link could not be opened, then a tracewalk response is raised. So we can confirm that the request.get function failed. Weather data is equal to JSON loads response text. With the help of response.text to the loads function, it will get the weather data. W is an object for weather data list. Print current weather data is for the location, what is the data, and tomorrow's data and day after day tomorrow's data with W. Weather and main, so it will print the today's date, weather and description of the weather. Once we save and execute the file, then it will fetch the data of the weather location. So I hope you understood the topic. Thank you.